Okay, guys, breaking news. Breaking news. We're following obviously the link between Epstein and Trump. We do know that they were best friends for over 10 years, right? As stated by Jeffrey Epstein himself. Now we're getting some bombshell revelation from a man named Michael Wolff. So Michael Wolff, he's been with Epstein, spent countless hours with him. He's done countless interviews. Apparently he can't release them because he was the guy that exposed that Melania met Donald Trump through Epstein, right? So guess who's suing him? Take a wild guess. Melania Trump. She's threatening him to sue the guy, and something happened. She backed out. Now she's suing Hunter Biden. So once that got out, that Epstein introduced Melania to Donald Trump, that's when things took a left turn for him. But now he's making a new bombshell revelation. Now this guy's letting it all out. He doesn't care, right? So I hope she tries to sue him, right? Because, this guy's going to start releasing shit left and right. So apparently, Melania might be Epstein's sloppy seconds, guys. Right? I thought it was crazy when I heard it too, but it's not too far-fetched knowing Donald Trump and, the whole connection there. And it's funny because most of the, I said this earlier, most of the women that were on Epstein's Island were from Eastern Europe, from where she was from, right? Let's get into this clip, man.
Titled "The Rise
Hit that like button, hit that
and Fall
subscribe.
of the House of York." It's by a British journalist by the name of Andrew Loney. And it's about the pathetic life of Prince Andrew, but it is also about his connection to Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, and Melania Trump. And in fact, it contains a passage in which Epstein is quoted, and this is from an interview apparently in 2007, where he says that he had sex with Melania a full year before Donald Trump commenced his relationship with Melania. The hardcover copy of the book was widely available yesterday, and it contains that passage. But the ebook and the audio book, which were also released yesterday, do not contain that passage. So what happened here is that between the printing and the distribution of the book and its release is that Melania Trump started to send threatening legal letters to anyone who might connect her directly to Jeffrey Epstein. So the publishers, and this is hard to figure out exactly what they believe they have accomplished here, but clearly they published the book and clearly had it vetted by lawyers and decided it was legally sound. But then, in the face of Melania Trump's threats, they ran and hide.
Damn.
It's kind of ostrich-like to think that they could put the book out and that the printed book can contain one thing and the other versions another. But that's not the point. The point is just panic. So we're at this moment in time when this information about Epstein and Trump and the Trumps is coming out, and yet at the same time, the White House is doing everything to stop it from coming out. And this is certainly an example in which they are successful.
Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now, we know that, Trump and Epstein shared a girlfriend before that. It's been confirmed. And if you're keeping score, we know Epstein and him were best friends. He was on Epstein's plane for 7 times. There's also reports that now Epstein knew inner workings of Donald Trump's first term, all the inner workings and the cabinet members and stuff like that. We saw the letter that he wrote to Epstein with the naked woman signed on there. And the worst one, I think, is when Epstein stated that he got his idea for sex trafficking from Donald Trump's modeling agency, which is like, that one was like, holy shit, like what the fuck? Because, there's been a lot of different, from Jean-Luc Pascal and Joe Casablancas and all these other people that were caught sex trafficking, and they had a modeling agency front that they would use, which, when he talked about that one was just like, how do you come back from that? And so, yeah, I hope she sues Michael Wolff. you know, because he's gonna start releasing a whole bunch of shit. Because this guy, I mean, I was watching his interview with PBD and stuff like that. He has a lot to say, man. But instead, she seems to be going for Hunter Biden, and Hunter Biden's like, you know, when she sued him, he's kind of like, okay, like, fuck you. This is a fucking fact. You know, Epstein introduced you, which is Melania, to Trump. This is just a well-known fact. Michael Wolff confirmed it, and now apparently Trump might be having Epstein sloppy seconds because she was sleeping with Epstein for about 7 months to a year before she got with Trump. You know,
by the name of
wild shit, man.